What's up, manga fans, and welcome back to another review of Bleach. This week's chapter 645, Don't Chase a Shadow. So, this chapter didn't really waste much time in terms of getting down to business with Shunsui, sorry, and Lille's battle. And it was quite enjoyable. Obviously, it's only the beginning, so there's not really much to say. But as a chapter, I found it quite humorous and fun because it was a child's game majority of it, and with someone like Koryaku in the scene, it's always enjoyable. The guy is like pretty much the biggest troll, or one of the biggest trolls, because when we have people like Aizen, you can't really surpass him. But yeah, Koryaku is one of the most comical guys, biggest trolls. But when he's serious, you don't want to mess with him. And the child games he's using in this was quite humorous and very effective against someone as strong as an elite guard who's now being powered up by God's Juha. And the first game was actually confusing until I read it again on the manga stream one, and then I realized, I was like, wait, I've played a game like this when I was younger, but here in the UK, I think other countries as well, they called it What's the Time, Mr. Wolf, and it was similar concepts to what Shunsui used, except instead of when you're there like that and the three people are behind you, instead of doing what was mentioned in the chapter, you actually the person who's the wolf is asked by the other players, what's the time, Mr. Wolf, and if it's 3 o'clock, they walk 3 steps, and then sometimes when they ask, he'll say it's dinner time, and he'll run and catch them, or as he said, if he spots someone moving while he's there like that, then it's game over for that person. So it's the same thing, and this is what basically helps Shunsui get to Lille's back without him realizing. And it was basically a lot of kind of trickery and confusion in which Shunsui used his Ryatsu to basically create a false version of himself. So he kind of played on Lille's ability to use Reikaku, which is sensing other person's Ryatsu. So he left a bit in place and then used basically used that, kind of molded it together to create a fake version of himself. Then while that was as a distraction, he used a path that Lille shot his Ryatsu from to move along quickly and get to him. So it was basically, as I said, the same concept as what was explained in the chapter of that game. But if Lille had seen Koryaku move along that thing, then he would have been dead. And this impressed Koryaku because he figured it out quite easily. But other than that, as I said, there wasn't really much else to go on except for the other part of the game where it was instead of a solid clone this time, it was an illusion one he made, and this was similar, another kind of game where he basically made an illusion of, if Lille stared at it long enough, it would seem real to him, but Koryaku was already on the move and moved somewhere else. And I found that hilarious as well, because I've seen that kind of game or technique used before, where you stared at something for long, like you stared at the shadow on the floor. Then when you stare up in the sky, you'll see like an illusion of that silhouette. It was pretty much the same thing, so it was more optical illusions and trickery this time. But yeah, I feel like this chapter is going to be very enjoyable. I mean, the fight for this in the following chapters is going to be enjoyable. I mean, as I say, Koryaku is always kind of laid back in these fights. I feel like though later on we might actually get to see his Bankai, because Lille isn't someone to take lightly, and as I said, he's one of the powered up elite guards, so we might see Shunsui unleash his Bankai, but we'll just have to wait and see. But to speak about other things in the chapter, it was very nice to see that Nanoa has powered up. Even Shunsui said, oh, I'm impressed that you were able to unfollow me here, your abilities have improved. And funny enough, her response was similar to his previous Lieutenant Riza, where she basically said, if you die before I come back, I'm going to shave all the hair off your chest. And he's like, that's my defining characteristics, you can't do that. So she's definitely toughened up, not only physically but mentally as well. So as I said, it was nice to see that, because before she couldn't really do much other than make incantations for Kido and stuff like that. The other thing I enjoyed, as I said, was Shunsui's serious demeanor in this chapter. When Lille didn't believe that he was tricked by the illusion of Lille being confused by his relying on his Reikaku sensing with his heart rather than his eyes. He was like, "There's no way I'll be tricked by an illusion like that." And Shunsui's his remark was just pretty much similar to Yamamoto. It's like it wasn't a trick, and it's like you did fall for it, and it's like you better remember who you're talking to. I'm the captain commander of the Gote 13, and Lille was like shocked. I'm just hoping that Shunsei can actually back up this talk rather than get his ass handed to like Yamamoto did, because Yamamoto said a similar thing where he was like, there is no better security in Soul Society. I'm here, and now he's dead. So I don't think Shunsui is going to die, but those kind of talks usually end up with someone getting their ass handed to him. But as I said, I feel like his Bankai is going to be needed in this battle, and he's going to beat Lille. So yeah, as I said, this chapter was enjoyable. I do like seeing Shun Sui on screen, and I love his trolling, but I also love when he gets serious and how intelligent and powerful he can be. And I just look forward to seeing how many more child games he'll use, and hopefully, as I said already, seeing his Bankai. But this battle probably won't be as long as Mayuri versus Peninda, so I think it will be quite quick. And that's thankful for, I'd say, the people who are not interested in very long drawn out fights. But yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to the rest of this, and then let's see what happens next. So you guys know the usual. If you enjoyed this chapter, let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Take care.